Hey, Prophet, what is Rolex swag? What is Rolex VIP swag? All right, check it out. I'm your host. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Richard Prophet, the Last Dragon. And there is a mystical creature out there, and it's called Rolex VIP swag. You may have heard about it. You may have heard some people mention it. You see a lot of novelty items for sale on like the internet. And remember, when they say novelty, that means it's not official. It's novelty. It's bogus. It's a ripoff. Don't be fooled. Rolex, real Rolex VIP swag. Hey, Prophet, what is it? You don't hear anybody on YouTube talking about it. Why? Because they don't know about it. So I'm your host, Richard Prophet, and never before talked about Rolex VIP swag until tonight. All right, so let's roll the best intro in the watch game and jump right into it. Rah! Apex Predator! Cheers, family.
It's your host, Richard Prophet. Apex Predator, Last Dragon. I'm at my Lake Mayaka Park with my buddy, Jen. And we're just like, look at the beautifulness of the lake. The birds, the sun, and the sky. Very nice, very nice.
No, a lot of guys love the Apex Predator. So we brought him back out. For tonight's video. So, all right, let's get into it. Welcome back. Welcome to the Rolex and Real Estate, formerly the Prophet Rolex and Real Estate channel, but we have a lot of copycats, so we just chopped it down to Rolex and Real Estate. I mean, hey, I am your favorite Rolex watch YouTuber's favorite Rolex watch YouTuber. I know that a lot of guys come here to get their inspiration, but it's all right. You're welcome to it, man. People stealing my titles. Welcome to it. Come here for your ideas, everybody, because I am out there in the real world really living this. So let's go. So tonight I want to talk about Rolex VIP swag. What is it? How do I get it? What do you do to get it? What do you have to do to get it? So we're going to start from the very bottom, and then we're going to go up to the higher levels. Cheers, family. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. All right, so let me say, what's up, Angel? Congratulations to your brother and your family, Angel. Congratulations. I saw that post. Congratulations. Congratulations. For those that know. All right, so let's get into it. So when you buy a watch from your local AD, the very minimum thing, they don't give gifts anymore unless you're very high up on the VIP list. So like a couple super collectors out there are still getting VIP gifts. But it used to be a time where you always got something, but that is no longer that time. So we're going to start at the very bottom of the totem pole and go up from there. Shout out my boy Bud. What's up, Bud? Bud Super Collector. Shout out to Ghost. What's up, Ghost? Super Collector. All right, so let's get into it. So the very bottom of the barrel that everybody gets whenever you buy a watch from your AD, you're going to get a bag, right? You're going to get a bag. Minimum, you're going to get a bag. It's going to be your AD branded bag. Different ADs that you may deal with throughout the country. You'll get an AD branded bag. Now, for a step above that, you might get an actual Rolex branded bag, depending on what watch you buy, right? For those that don't know, I'm here to tell you. Yeah, and for a time, whenever you bought a steel piece, you would get a catalog. I think they're still doing that. I'm not sure, but I guess it's first come, first serve basis, right? So whenever you bought a steel piece, you would get one of these, one of the catalogs for that year. And I was just, for a while, for years, I was just buying every steel piece in existence. Every watch that came out, I would buy it. For those that follow the channel know that, I've had every modern iteration of Rolex for the last, I don't know, 8-9 years. So, we have every catalog. And for a few years there, we went absolutely crazy with the steel watch buying. And, we got tons and tons and tons of catalogs from those years. Yeah, so, a lot of doubles in those years. So, right. Now, as you went up the ladder, or as your face became more familiar, you would not only get a catalog, but you may have been lucky enough to get one of these. This was my actually first one that they bestowed upon me, this magazine. So if you were lucky enough, they would start giving you these magazines, right? And then they generally became these magazines. So once you were a familiar face at your AD, you would start getting these magazines. So same deal. We got all of them because for a time there, I was buying tons and tons. I would buy every Rolex that came out. So we got a lot of doubles. The years where we were buying like crazy, yeah. Again, if you follow the channel, you already know that I've had every modern iteration of Rolex for the last, decade or whatever. Less than a decade, starting in, when I really started buying like crazy, it was 2016. So, and I went from there. So the very bottom is you're going to get a bag. You're going to get a AD branded bag. The step up from there, you'll get a Rolex branded bag. Now, first come, first serve basis. Whenever you bought a watch, you would get, like I said, the catalog, right? If you were a multiple buyer, they would bestow upon you the magazines, which is a step above the catalog, right? The magazine. Now, a step above the catalog, now you might have jumped into two-tone realm. You would get a book. This little book that many people sell, because again, these were on a first come, first serve basis, right? So, and these little books, they went fast. Believe me, they went fast. You see something here? I believe on the back. Yeah, so actually, ooh, beautiful piece. So actually on the back here, sort of an index of types. They would index you all the collection. All right, so you would get a book. There were a couple different variations of a book, depending on the piece that you bought. I know a lot of you may not have ever seen this, but again, Prophet's going to show you what it is. Look at what a coincidence, right? I land right on the Yachtmaster, and I'm wearing the Apex Predator. Cool. So, yeah, what's that? All right, classic presidential. King of watches, king of Rolex YouTubers. That's the dragon, baby. All right, so that was a step above the books. And again, these were on a first come, first served basis, but the Rolex VIPs, you know, they kept them aside for them. This was at the beginning, like, of the allocation of watches or whatever. So if you were a Rolex VIP, they already knew what watches you were getting that year or whatever. So they kept your books aside. Yeah, so then a step up from there, depending, again, how many watches you had bought in that year or whatever, you would be gifted, you know, these pouches. But again, these are not Rolex official travel pouches or whatever. These are like your AD branded pouches. You know, I'll give you a look at one. So, depend on whatever AD you used or whatever, you would get these pouches. These are just like the Rolex, the old Rolex service pouch, the green. But these are a lot bigger actually, and they don't have any insert in them. If you can see that. So yeah, I wouldn't put my watches in this personally, but you know, it was swag at the AD. So yeah, we're not gonna put that back right now. So that was that. Now let's get to the good stuff. Now we're going to get to, now that was whoever was lucky enough to buy a watch. Now we're going to get to the VIP swag, the official Rolex VIP swag. The stuff where you can go on the internet and buy the bootleg, buy the novelty versions of. But the official swag you can only get from your Rolex AD. Real quick, let's give a honorable mention to another gift, another AD gift. Not official Rolex, but an AD gift. This was like a case. You know, he gave it to me. Got a few actually. They wanted to keep giving them to me. I had to tell them, look, I got a lot of them already, because I don't really like them. But you know, I didn't want to seem ungrateful. It's just kind of like a Rolex. I mean, a travel pouch. You know, it's big. I think it's leather. Hard bottom. I mean, it's okay, you know, it pretty much keeps your watch protected. What I didn't like about them was it's hard to get your watch out, you know, once your watch is in there, like, you know. I mean, it secures the heck out of your watch, but to me, I just thought once you put it in the pillow, you couldn't grab it. It was hard to get, you know. You would have to do that to your watch or whatever. But if you do put your watch in here, buckle that up, throw this big friggin' thing in your suitcase, your watch is going to be pretty much protected because your watch lays in there and then the sides here are over, you know, the face of your watch. So it's pretty safe. Got a few of these. We might do a giveaway sometime in the future with these. So we'll see. We'll come up with some sort of contest. Give one or two of those away. All right. Now, let's get to the official Rolex VIP swag. The stuff you can only buy the bootleg versions on these websites on the internet, right? So, all right. You know what? Let's go in order. So, my very first VIP Rolex swag I ever got was in this box here. I posted it on my Instagram too, Rolex in Real Estate. You can check that out. Scroll back some time ago and see this. Was this. Came in this nice little box, Rolex branded right there. When my AD gave it to me, this is actually my new AD that I'm dealing with for the past few years. He's actually, we've become friends. We go to dinner and stuff. So I was really impressed when I got this, because I never got any Rolex VIP swag. I had only heard about it from like super collectors or whatever. The ghosts would tell me about it, but I had never had one in my hand, and I lusted after them. I'll be honest with you, I lusted after them. But once your AD starts giving you this swag, you really feel like you've arrived in the I guess in the upper echelons of collecting Rolex. Now, not only you are no longer on the levels where you got to go in and beg for a watch. Your AD is thanking you for your business. They're appreciating you as a customer, and they're actually, showing their appreciation for you by, giving you these little blessings just to tell you they appreciate you, and you in turn appreciate them. So, yeah, this was my first one, and we'll take a look at it. Boom! Can you guess what that is? All right, I'm sorry. Got the Rolex logo right there. Boom! See that? So it's a little leather pouch. It's actual leather. So it's a little leather pouch. Has the Rolex logo right there embossed on the front. And it's pretty cool. So yeah, this was my first gift from my Rolex AD, and can you guess what it is? I had no idea what it was when I saw it like this, but then when I took it out, look at that. See the logo right there in the front? Yeah, it's actually a stainless steel Swiss Army knife. Now, actually, when my AD gave me this, again, it was my first ever Rolex VIP swag. He told me, "Hey, Prophet, I don't want to see this on the internet for sale." I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, it's actually a Swiss Army knife. And I thought to myself, well, not in the store, because I was so happy to get it. Actually, when he gave it to me, we were in the Rolex VIP Super Room. There's only 4 of them, and I was actually in one of them. Because my AD is actually one of the ADs that has the Rolex VIP Super Room. We spoke about it. I made a video about it, I think a couple years back, or maybe last year. But anyway, yeah. So I was so excited to get it. I didn't really pay attention to what it was. I just thought it was awesome until I got it home and I started looking at it, and I was like, wow, it's a Swiss Army knife. I couldn't make the connection. Swiss Army knife, Rolex, And then I thought, you know what? Wait a minute. Swiss Army knife, Rolex, Swiss watch, Swiss Army knife. Oh, okay. And then it hit me. All right. So the best watch in the world, the best army knife in the world, the Swiss Army knife. So there you go. That's the relation for me. So it's a nice little, and it's a quality thing. It's real. It's strong. It's stainless steel, and it's put a little keychain. So yeah, it's a quality product. Pretty much, it feels in your hand, feels like indestructible, just like a Rolex watch. So yeah, yeah, I appreciated getting this. So that was my first Rolex VIP swag gift. For those of you that have never seen this before, there it is. I never seen it before either until it was gifted to me. So that's what it is, the Rolex Swiss Army knife. Now again, these are not, you're not gonna, I'm sorry, you're not gonna go in and buy, you know, you're not gonna buy a steel GMT and you're gonna get this. This is, you know, when you start climbing up the level of your spend. You know, I'm just sharing the facts with you, okay? This is just a fact. So once your spend starts hitting a certain level, you're going to begin to get this Rolex swag, this official Rolex swag. So that was the first piece that I got. There's a way how to tell that this is not a novelty item, that this is official Rolex swag, and I'll make a whole nother video about that, because even the novelty items, they come in this, you know, they copy the exact box and everything. But there's an official way to tell that this is official Rolex swag, and I'll make a whole nother video about that. I'm not worrying about the copycatters out there trying to steal that title that I just gave out, because they don't have this, so they won't know. You know what I mean? So yeah, you have to wait for me to make the video, then you can take the title and copy it. All right, so that was my first piece. Now, on to my next piece. You know what? I'm gonna actually leave that one for last. So, all right, we'll jump now to this. We already made a video about this, but this is the official Rolex travel / service pouch. Now, if you send your watch out, now my watch I sent out for service was the JFK, my Rolex Day-Date diamond dial. My Rolex President JFK diamond dial, baguette dial, and 228238, 40 millimeter, and it went out for a service, and I got this. You know, so this what jumped from the Velcro one, the velour one that I showed you. It jumped to this. I made a video about it. I'll include it at the end here. So you can either get this as a service pouch, or your AD can bestow this upon you. And there's another way to tell if this one is real. There's a lot of bogus ones for sale on the internet. There's another way to tell if this one was real, but you know, I'll cover that in a video. So I really like this. Actually, it is way better than the old one, the old velour one. I never even used those. I got about 20 of them. I never even used those, but this one I use all the time. Yeah, so here it is. You kind of open it like that, like a clamshell open, like a flip phone. You remember the old flip phones? Hello? Oh, my watch came in? All right, I'll be right there. Yay! I got the call. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, excuse me, I'm just in a good mood tonight. So, all right, so you open it, flap down. These kind of like open here. And there you have your pouch, kind of like kangaroo style. And you pull out the insert. There's an insert there. And it's actually pretty thick. It's not just, you know, super thin. It's actually pretty thick and cushiony, and it has these cutouts for your bracelet, which is super cool. And actually, what this one has in here, because remember I told you it was the service pouch, you have, not only do you have the pocket here, but you also have a back pocket here. Now, what happens with that back pocket is, that is where your new service warranty comes in. Because for those that don't know, once you service your watch, it puts an additional 2 years on your warranty. A lot of people don't know that, but Prophet is telling you. It adds an additional 2 years to your 5-year warranty. So they put that card, it's just like, you know, when you buy your original watch, you get the hard plastic card. It's a little softer plastic, but it's still a plastic card, and it goes in that second pocket right in here, if you can see that. And this is the pouch that the watch goes into. Yeah, every time I'm doing videos, you know, I get 1,000,001 phone calls, but yeah. So yeah, this is the pouch, the new service pouch / travel pouch that they can either bless you with, or you can get when you get your watch back from an expensive service. So yeah, but I really like this pouch, and yeah, I use it for traveling all the time. I use it all the time. It's broken in pretty well because I, you know, use it all the time. And it's, of course, it's the Rolex green. It's the Rolex green. And green just happens to be my favorite color. So yeah, we use that all the time. I got a couple of these. I have one for myself, and I've given one to Cookie when she travels back and forth with her watch. All right, so moving right along. The next Rolex official VIP swag. Again, you can't buy this. You can only buy the bootleg ones on the internet. You have to be given these. Another one. And again, these things, you know, they accompany your spend history. Once your spend history rises, you know, once you're, you know, you go up that totem pole in your particular AD, you get better gifts. You get better swag gifts. And a lot of the super collectors out there, especially friends to this channel, you know who you are, can confirm this fact, because there's at least 3 guys on this channel that are getting these swag gifts. So yeah. Nice little box. Open it up. I never even opened this, but comes a little paper. The little paper actually says Rolex, Rolex, Rolex all over it, if you can see that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Para Profit, what is that? Okay, I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, this here, see the little Rolex? See, this actually has the crown embossed on the front. The Rolex crown, the Rolex logo. Not to be confused with the one that has the Rolex written on the front with the crown. They look identical, only difference in color. Right? There's only one difference. This is only VIP only. You don't get this one back from a service. You don't get gifted this one because your AD, you have a spend history with your AD, and he just wants to give you a swag gift. No, you have to have a number. You have to hit a number with your Rolex AD to get one of these. This is the VIP swag travel pouch. Not /service, just travel pouch. But it's actually almost identical. Same thing. Pop it open here. Hello? Oh, my president's coming? I'll be right there. Yeah, this one actually has a few little differences. Those of you that can point them out, leave them in the comments below, and I'll mention you in the next video. But it has a lot of similarities as well. Still has like the kangaroo pouch here, the insert here. Now this insert is a little different. See how it has like these ridges on the top? I don't know why they did that. It's kind of cushiony too. It's a little thick, but it's not as thick as the green one. And it has these ridges on the top. I have no idea why they did that. If you know why they did that, leave them in the comments below. Yeah, because to me that looks like that could scratch your watch. So, yeah, I don't understand what the purpose of the ridges is. So, anyway, yeah, so this one, same deal with the pouch in here. And this one is kind of like a brown suede inside. Super cool as well, you know, super cool. Yeah, a major difference here, it doesn't have the second pocket inside. Prophet, what do you mean it doesn't have the second pocket? Look, let me show you. It has the one pocket for the watch, but the second pocket, the back pocket, which I showed you, it doesn't have. Why is that? Why is that? Is because, like I said, this is not a service pouch. This is just the VIP swag pouch. So there's no reason to put the service card back there because this is not a service watch. I mean a service pouch. This is VIP swag only. All right. So yeah, put this right back in there. Close it up. There's a couple of differences here. Like I said, I just pointed out a couple there to you. There's a couple of others. We're going to do a whole video about it and cover it. We might even do a comparison video. I did a comparison video of this one and the old green one, the velour one, but we might do a comparison video of the two leather ones. Smell great. Yeah. So, yeah, I like this one a lot. I do like it a lot. And it was a blessing to get it. And again, it's a VIP swag gift only. I like it a lot. They sell a lot of one on the internet, but, you know, there's a way to tell how these things are actually genuine Rolex AD swag, and I'll make a video covering that. But I like this one a lot, and you know, I feel blessed to get it. But I like this one better. You know, I like this one better. To me, it's just more protection. Sticker, you know. But anyway, they're both great. They're both great. You know, so yeah. That's that. So again, these are swag only, VIP, Rolex VIP swag only gifts. Once your spend hits a certain level, you begin to get these gifts. They're not like catalogs, you know. Can't go in there and buy a steel landlord watch and get something like this. Now, I buy a lot of watches. You know, I spend a lot of money on watches. So, you know, I got a few of these. I got a few of these. Yeah. So this, again, never even opened this. Same thing like this one. Yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, wait a minute. It's got the Rolex on the front. All right, did you see that? Rolex on the front. It's the same exact thing. It's identical. It's the brown leather one again. Nothing like the smell of new leather. Like that new car smell. This has that new car smell. Yeah, so just want to make sure it's the same exact thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the one pouch there, the insert with the ridges. I don't understand the ridges, but if you know why they give the ridges, just let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Or the machine. Can't forget about the machine. Machine, let me know. Why do they put the ridges there? All right. Yeah, so again, there's a few differences we haven't covered, but I will make a whole nother video about that. So yeah, I'm not going to go too much in depth into this one because we just covered it. So I got a few more of those. So it'll be, redundant to keep showing you those. That's what they are. But I like these a lot. I do. I like them a lot, and I'm very appreciative to have them. I'm very grateful to have them. I just like the green one a little better. But either one is way better than this. This is terrible. These are cool. These are super cool. And believe it or not, I've been offered like $300 for these things. But yeah, I don't sell my stuff. So to me, these are highly collectible. Rolex VIP swag. They have to feel about you a certain way to bestow this to you, to bless you with these. And my stuff is never for sale. So yeah, I have all my stuff. Back to my first VIP swag gift. I got, believe it or not, I got offered a lot of money for this little thing. I guess because it's super rare. And yeah, my buddy offered me a pretty penny for this. I guess because you can't even buy the bootleg one, the novelty one. This is super rare, so yeah, no. These are my things. These are my things, and I'm gonna eventually have a nice little setup where I can show all my I'm gonna do something nice in the house. Yeah, so we'll take a tour of that once I get it done, of course. Yeah, so now, to me, again, like I said, to each his own, this is my absolute favorite piece of Rolex VIP swag that you can get, that I have. There's a lot of bootleg ones on the internet, but when you see them on the internet, on the bottom they say novelty. That's because of those certain websites. They have the money back guarantee or whatever if it's not what they represent it to be. So they write novelty, because they tell you, look, it's bogus. You see what I'm saying? You catch what I'm telling you? I'll make a whole video. I'll cover it if you want. But yeah. This is the genuine item. And again, like I said, it's a different spend history to get to this level. I don't want to keep saying that, but I'm going to put the number on this for you so that you can know how much you have to spend on a piece to get this particular item. To get this particular piece here, well, at least this is what my Rolex AD told me. You have to spend $80,000. 80,000 US. Not total, on one piece. So, yeah. This is my favorite. And I've lusted after this for years, but so I never knew how to get it. No one tells you how to get it. You can Google YouTube all over. People have the novelty ones, but nobody's actually going to tell you how to get it. So I'm here going to share with you what was shared with me. You have to have an $80,000 purchase to get this. And without further ado, this is my favorite Rolex VIP swag gift. Now again, you can't buy these. These are gifted to you by your Rolex AD. You want to take a guess what that is? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can figure that out. Without further ado, let's check it out. Oh. Boom. Yeah, that's right. You heard about it. You seen the fakes. But this is an official Rolex with the Rolex green pen. Yeah, man. Man, I loved it. I lusted after this. I saw Tiger with one, at the Masters. The tennis guy, Roger, he had one. I mean, I was like, oof. There's a way to tell how this box is real. Again, we'll cover that. We'll cover that. And yeah, there's the box. Rolex is genius with it. They're methodical with it. They include little things that if you don't know what you're looking for, you won't pick up on it. But if you know what to look for, you'll pick up on these little things to know whether your swag is genuine Rolex article or it's something bogus that somebody got off the internet and sold to you. So anyway, this is the Rolex pen, genuine pen. I mean, I don't use it, I don't carry it because I have my gold pen that I carry. There's a very sentimental story behind that, and that is my pen. But this is something that I lusted to have, and I really wanted it. I saw it on the Masters, I saw it in the tennis championships, and I thought, wow, that is, and this is kind of like in Rolex circles, like AD salesmen or whatever. They don't, oh hush, oh no. It's like an unspoken, like mythical creature, like they don't want to talk about these for some reason. I don't know, but again, my current Rolex AD, my forever AD, is actually my friend. See that? You see that? You see the Rolex coronet on the top, the logo? The camera picked that up, but another one right there. You see that? Rolex puts all these little tells in there. This camera's not picking it up, but yeah, but and this has weight to it. This doesn't feel like a cheap little flimsy pen. This actually has a good weight to it. You see that? Can you see it? Yeah, this is look, it's never even been clicked before. I'm gonna click it with the family here. Wow, look at that operation. Flawless. Yeah, so I really wanted one of these. Who's the ink from? Ooh. Okay. This has never been written on, never been handled. I just took off the cover, saw it, and was like, oof, thank you. You know, this was really only when I had heard about this and I saw it on TV. This was really the only Rolex VIP swag that I wanted. I just wanted the pen to say, yeah, okay. Now Rolex knows me. You know what I mean? I know, you know, they've never heard of the Dragon, right? But I mean, hey, you know, the ADs watch my videos. I know they do. A lot of ADs have told me they watch my videos, but, you know, I mean, Rolex, you know, I mean, to me, it just feels like, you know what, I made it. I'm there, you know, or, you know, my collecting dreams, aspirations of getting that first landlord watch, seeing that first landlord watch for the very first time, and then getting blessed with this, getting bestowed this, not trying to chase it down, trying to buy something from somebody or getting ripped off on the internet, getting a bogus one, actually getting given this by my Rolex AD, man. Yeah, it kind of brought my whole deal with Rolex, man, from that very first time I saw the Rolex, by getting this, and I just got this recently, to be very honest. Getting this, man, kind of, for me anyway, I mean, it may not mean anything to anybody else, but to me, it kind of brought my whole Rolex journey full circle. It brought me full circle, man. Yeah. It kind of brought me full circle. I mean, if you're part of the OTI family here on the channel, you know the state of my collection, and you know where I'm at with it, and you know all the steel watches we collected, all, you know, the two tones and the precious metal pieces. You know the state of my collection now, and how I will be collecting going forward. So yeah. Yeah, so this Rolex official VIP swag, gift, blessing, whatever you dub it, it's kind of full circle, man. It's brought my collection full circle. I mean, where else is there for me to go? You know, where else is there for me to go? I mean, you know, it's gonna be an unboxing. There's gonna be an unboxing. Well, a couple new unboxings real soon, and yeah, a couple new unboxings soon, and after that, you know, there's no place else for me to go with it. Where else am I gonna go? You know, I started from the, you know, and like I said, I'm your favorite Rolex watch collector's favorite Rolex watch collector. You know, admit it or not, you know, whose collection is like mine? You know what I mean? Like every modern piece, every modern steel piece in the last few years, who was the first with it? Precious metal all day, you know, and now these latest, you know, I mean, where else am I gonna go in the Rolex realm? I mean, unless I start going outside of Rolex, but I'm not. I'm the last dragon. I'm a Rolex man, and that's it. And unless I got into the vintage space, but that's not really my thing. That's not how I was introduced to Rolex vintage. I was introduced with that first landlord watch, man, and yeah, so yeah, and this came like right on time because this has been my collection is now full circle. It's full circle. It is full circle. And this is a great topper to my collection. I know Tiger's got one. I know Roger's got one. And I know the super collectors. I know you guys got one too. But now the Dragon has got one. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rolex. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to my buddy, man. My buddy, the AD. You know who you are. I know you like to stay behind the scenes, but thank you. Thank you, man. It's been a long time. Yeah, we're finally here. It's been a lot of struggles, man. It's been ups and downs. I've been poor and I've been rich. I've been poor again. And and then things changed again, so for the better, for the greater. So now, yeah, man, now I really appreciate the things I have in my life and where we've come with it. So when I look at this, I don't just see a pen, I just see a green pen. I don't just see a piece of Rolex swag or a gift that Rolex gives to his VIPs. I see a full circle, man. A collection that started at the very beginning, and now I'm at the apex, man. I'm not a guy that posts internet pictures on his videos because he has 1, 2, 3 watches. You know what I'm saying? I'm a guy that if I spoke about that watch, I'm wearing it. That's the type of Rolex collector I am. The Rolex lover, actually, because I love for Rolex. I love Rolex. Sure, other watches are great, so they say. I wouldn't know because I don't have them. But yeah, man, this is my favorite. If you could tell, this is my favorite piece of true Rolex swag, VIP swag. If you are blessed enough to have one of these, I hope you appreciate it and I hope you enjoy it. Now, if you're going to run to the internet and buy one of these novelty ones, bogus ones that they sell on the internet, it's just, oh, nobody would know. Nobody would know. Okay. Maybe, maybe they won't know, but you'll know. You'll know that, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You know that you weren't gifted this by Rolex. So you didn't earn this. And it just feels different, man. But if you're buying it to sell it forward as a novelty item, you're not trying to rip anybody off, then, whatever, do you, if you're so inclined. But this really means something to me. And I'm pretty sure all of you out there that have this, that were gifted this, it means something to you as well. I mean, all of these, all of these gifts, man. I mean, from the very beginning, man, from the bags, even if you got a bag from your AD, that means you bought a watch, man. You bought a Rolex and you're blessed, man. And, you know, you're on your journey. You're on your way. You're on your way. And you know, eventually one day you'll end up here. You'll come full circle and you end up here, man. And yeah, so that's tonight's video, man. I hope you enjoyed it. This was another video I enjoyed making, looking around. I have a lot of items from Rolex, man, and my ADs over the years that I've collected. I got all the books, doubles and triples of books, magazines, and the true VIP swag that you get from your dealer, your AD. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to Rolex. Thank you to all the ADs that have been kind to me over the years, and thank you to my buddy who owns the AD. Man, you know who you are. Thank you. I appreciate the kindness you've shown to me, and thank you to the family here. Thank you to the family out here on the Rolex and Real Estate channel. Thank you for spending a Sunday night with me. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me, sharing your love for Rolex with me, sharing your love for real estate with me, sharing family stories, man. You'd be surprised. I'm surprised with the friends I've made because of this channel, and because of my Instagram, and because of my love for Rolex, man. You know, I actually just went to a watch event. I've been invited to a couple of watch events, but this actually was the first time that I went to one, and it was recently, and I had a really good time. I met somebody that is without a doubt the biggest, well, you know what, one of the biggest watch collectors that I know, because, you know, now because of this channel, I know some guys with some collections, man. So yeah, and we become buds. We went out to dinner after the event, and we're gonna yeah, we got plans to do a few things in the future. We actually are in the same industry, so we got some plans to do some stuff. And we share love for Rolex, man. We share love for Rolex. So shout out to you. You know who you are. All right. I'm your host, Richard Prophet, the Last Dragon. Thank you for watching the Rolex and Real Estate channel. And till next time, man. And OTI, there's some crazy videos up there right now. You know, if you haven't caught up with your OTIs, go over there, check that out. And there's a lot of value over there. Spread the word. All right, I'm your host, Richard Prophet, the Last Dragon. And I got the Apex Predator on the wrist. And we're packing because we're actually going on a trip. All right, out. Dragon out, baby. Cheers, family.